It's probably asking me in suburban.
Good evening. Good evening. I'd like to call the January 6th, 2026 Reorganization meeting to order. Please stand for the flag salute. United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. A moment of silence to remember the service and sacrifices of the armed service members who protect our nation and the first responders who protect our neighborhoods. Thank you. This meeting was advertised in the Daily Record and the official newspaper for the Township of Rockaway. Notice was posted on the official bulletin boards of Rockaway Township, the Township website, and notice was filed in the office of the Township Clerk. Rabbi Asher Herson to present the invocation.
Taking care of there. Good evening, Mayor, dignitaries, members of council, township officials and staff, and fellow residents of Rockaway Township. A happy and healthy new year to all. Almighty Creator, Maker of heaven and earth, we live in a world that is consumed by turbulence, globally, nationally, and often personally. As always, we turn to you for direction and strength so we can play a major part in bringing stability to our world. We do know that every act of kindness and that all spiritual activity has a cosmic effect and will result in bringing more stability, light, and hope to our country and to our world. However, one may question, Can our humble efforts truly suffice and make that kind of a difference? But in your scriptures, Almighty God, you tell us yes. You instruct us to do everything in our power with great effort and toil to bring light to this world, and promise that you will supplement the rest. So the ball is truly in our court. And we find this message shared in no less of a source than the Great Seal of the United States of America. And it's also printed on the back of the dollar bill. Our founding fathers knew that the establishment of the United States of America was not only against all odds, but it was contrary to society at large. They expressed their vision, their hope, and their trust with a partially built pyramid, with the omniscient, seeing eye of you Almighty filling in the uncompleted part. It's a fascinating depiction. The eye representing the all-seeing eye, the omniscience of the Almighty, is not overlooking the pyramid, but it's the very top. It's the integral and uppermost part of the pyramid. We can only do so much, they said. And we will do what we can. But without you, our Father in heaven, it will never happen. And this becomes our daily guide as we put every effort that we have into turning darkness into light. It is so important to see our personal role in the above and to connect, as with any inspiration, such a perspective with action. One such action is consistent and easy, but its impact is immeasurable. And that is giving charity every day, regardless of quantity. It's tangible, it helps others in need, but serves as a clear reminder as to what we are doing here in this world every single day. A charity box can be obtained from any organization, or a person can just use a cup or a container and disperse its contents at their convenience as they wish. What's most important is that it's something physically done every day, and hopefully at the day's outset. Charity makes a huge impact on its recipients, but the impact upon the giver is even much greater. This does not require a lifestyle change, but it does change lives in the most dramatic way. Giving charity daily is a godly act, and it reminds us of our daily mission to make this world into a gentle, loving, and godly place. Help us, dear God, to absorb this message, the message of building, the message of light, the message of charity, love, and caring for all people. And starting right here in our beloved township. And please always give us the spiritual and moral clarity to pursue your charge every day of the coming year and beyond. May God Almighty bless the sacred assembly, the reorganization of our township's government. May God Almighty bless Rockaway Township and all of its residents. And may God bless the United States of America. Amen, and thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi Herson. Roll call. Councilmember Salberg.
Here.
Councilmember Wojtovich.
Here.
Councilmember Morrison.
Here.
The record will reflect that we have 3 members present. While this is not a quorum for the transaction of business, we will proceed with the certification and swearing in of the council-elect to qualify the body. It's time to administer the oaths of office. Councilmember-elect Royak, please come forward. Swearing her in.
I state your name.
I, Susan Royak,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly
impartially, and unjustly
perform all the
justly
duties
perform all the duties
of the office of
of the office of
Rockaway Township
Rockaway Township
Ward 1 Council Member
Ward 1 Council Member
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
and that I will support the Constitution
and that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United
and
States
the Constitution
and the
of
Constitution
the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority
under the authority
of the people.
of the people.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Councilwoman, please feel free to, Councilwoman Roy, feel free if you want to take pictures or something. Now we can do that.
State your name.
Councilmember-elect Frieri, please come forward.
I state your name.
I, Sophia Frede,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully
impartially, and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office
of Rockaway Township Ward 3 Council Member
of Rockaway Township Ward 3 Council Member
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
and that I will support the Constitution
and I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
Congratulations.
Councilmember-elect Kelly, please come forward.
I just want you to know that I'm stepping in for some of the women who are dying from criminal care. I, Tucker Kelly, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of Rockaway Township Ward 6 Council. Rockaway Township
Ward 6 Council.
member. To the best of my ability. And that I will support the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And to the governments established. In the United States. And in this state. Under the authority of the people. Congratulations.
Councilmember Quinn, please come forward. It's this new camera.
I, Jack Quinn, do solemnly swear. That I will faithfully. Impartially. And justly. Perform all the duties.
Of the office
Of the office
of Rockaway Township Council Ward
2.
2.
Rockaway Township Council Ward 2.
Oh, my glass on. I apologize.
That's all right.
To the best of my ability,
To the best of my ability,
and I will support the Constitution of the United States.
I will support the Constitution of the United States
Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
And that I will bear true faith and allegiance
And I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Amen.
Amen, brother.
Thank you, Joe.
You got it. Here you go.
Love you, brother. Thank you, Mike. Love you. Stay here.
Here all night.
Jeez. Dad, Dad.
Thank you.
Councilmember Sackett, please step forward.
Manny, if I was truly unhappy, I would. Thank you.
button this.
I state your name. I state your name.
I, Jonathan Sackett,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly
impartially, and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office
of the
of
office
Rockaway Township Ward 4 Council Member
of Rockaway Township Ward 4 Council Member
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
and that I will support the Constitution
and I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United
and
States
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments
in
established
the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people. So help me God.
Congratulations.
We'll turn face this way.
Thank you. Councilmember Friedlander, please come forward.
Left hand, raise right hand. I state your name.
I, Emmanuel Manny Friedlander,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly
impartially, and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office
of the office
of Rockaway Township Ward 5 Council Member
of Rockaway Township Ward 5 Councilman
to the best of my
to
ability,
the best of my ability,
and that I will support
and I will support
the
the
Constitution
Constitution
of the United
of
States
the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New
of
Jersey,
the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established
established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of
help
the
me God.
people. So help me God.
Congratulations. Of course. So good to see you. Congratulations. You want to take a picture?
I know.
We will now take a roll call. Councilmember Salberg,
Here.
Councilmember Vojtovich,
Here.
Councilmember Freelander.
Here.
Councilmember Sackett,
Here.
Councilmember Royak,
Here.
Councilmember Frieri,
Here.
Councilmember Quinn,
Here.
Councilmember Morrison,
Here.
Councilmember Kelly. The record now reflects a full quorum of 9 members, present and qualified. The council is now legally constituted to conduct the business of the 2026 reorganization. Item number 9, nominations for election of council president.
I'd like to make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
You have to make the motion.
Could I have a motion to appoint Councilman Morrison to the council president?
I'll second that.
Councilmember Salberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Wojtovich,
Yes.
Councilmember Freelander,
Yes.
Councilmember Sackett,
Yes.
Councilmember Royak,
Yes.
Councilmember Frieri. Yes. Councilmember Quinn,
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison,
Yes.
Councilmember Kelly.
No.
That is 8 yeses, motion carries. Congratulations to the president. We will now administer the oath for council president.
I, Howard Morrison,
I, Howard Morrison,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of Rockaway Township Council President
of the office of Rockaway Township Council President
to the best of my abilities,
to the best of my abilities.
and I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United
and the
States
Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
to the governments established
in
in
the United States
the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Just real quick, this is one of the most diverse councils that we have had in a long time. I think it very well represents the Township of Rockaway. I've had a chance to speak to everybody. I am looking forward to really good things and working together. So thank you, everybody, for serving, and looking forward to a very productive year. With that being said, I'd like to make a motion to elect Jonathan Sackett as Council Vice President. Can I have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilmember Salberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Wojtovich,
Yes.
Councilmember Freelander,
Yes.
Councilmember Sackett,
Yes.
Councilmember Royak,
Yes.
Councilmember Frieri. Yes. Councilmember Quinn,
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison,
Yes.
Councilmember Kelly.
Yes.
That is 9 yeses. Motion carries. Congratulations. Mrs. Sackett, you should know what to do by now.
I, Jonathan Sackett,
I, Jonathan Sackett,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially, and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of Rockaway Township
of the office of Rockaway Township
Council Vice President
Council Vice President
to the best of my
to the
abilities.
best of my abilities.
And I will support the Constitution
And I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey.
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments
in
established
the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of people.
under authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right.
Thank you. Good.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
I just want to say thank you. It's been a while since I've been back up here in a leadership position in the town. It being my third term, and I'm honored to be up here in front of so many people, friends, family. Being here tonight, it means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
At this point, I'm going to turn the meeting over to the mayor for his address.
Thank you, Council President. Before I start, I'd like to recognize our County Clerk, Ann Grassi, is here. I think County Commissioner Smith left. I didn't see, I don't have my glass on, if you recall, from what I was reading earlier. So those are the only two dignitaries over here. But I also did get a letter from Senator Bucco I wanted to read. He was unable to attend tonight. He said, although I'm unable to be there today, I want to share my best wishes for this municipal reorganization meeting and to acknowledge the importance of the occasion. Reorganization meetings are meaningful moments for a municipality, marking both continuity and new beginnings to local leadership. They reflect the ongoing commitment of individuals who are willing to step forward and serve their neighbors and communities. The municipalities that make up New Jersey's 25th district are strengthened by this dedication, and I truly appreciate the time, effort, and care that go into public service at the local level. While I'm unable to be there with you tonight, I extend my best wishes to those being sworn in and my appreciation to everyone continuing the service as you begin to the year ahead. I remain dedicated to the district's needs and the priorities of Rockaway Township, and I value the work you do on behalf of your residents. Please know that my office is always here as a resource, and I'm happy to assist or stay engaged in any way that may be helpful. Thank you for understanding. I wish you a successful reorganization, Senator Anthony Bucco. So Senator Bucco is a big supporter of our community and very appreciative of him. So I wanted to just reflect, I would say briefly, but I have like 6 pages on 2025 and some accomplishments we've had, some great things we've done, but I'd be remiss, you know, we're able to accomplish these things because of the great employees we have, but also the council members that are returning, like Mr. Sackett, Mr. Morrison, Mr. Friedlander, Mr. Quinn, who contributed to making the things happen. Like it's not an effort just by me or my administration or it's everybody working together. And that's what you see here tonight, people working together wherever they're from, whatever their background is, they're working together to get things done for our community. So I want to thank them for that. So from 2025, I want to highlight some things. So first, in our first responders, our fire department, the township, if you don't know, provides funding to our 5 firehouses throughout the township. They had over 700 calls of service this year. There's been, I think, 3 or 4 in the past 2 weeks. So they're very busy. We've partnered with the American Red Cross on the Sound the Alarm initiative. They went out, our fire director went out and spoke to the RT Public Schools during Fire Prevention Month. Our new Rosenberg ladder truck was placed into service in company 2. And if you haven't seen it, it's beautiful. It's an incredible truck. We finalized the lease agreement with the Pondview Fire Annex. For those you don't know, we have an annex that Pondview, the developer, built for us where we're storing some of our fire equipment. So that's a really great agreement. We have 5 new full members to the firehouse, which is also good news. And our very own Ed Nunn earned recognition as a certified fire investigator. For our police department, so in 2025, we had 57 officers. They answered over 40,000 calls to service last year. They achieved the NJSA COP department accreditation. All of our police officers participate in over 15 general training programs. And just to let you know, put in perspective, like our officers are constantly being trained. It's something that really just started the past 2 years, and it's been great for our organization. And then a population and police officers participate in 5 targeted specific law enforcement training courses. They held their first annual Junior Police Academy. They hosted the second National Night Out in Rockaway Township. They initiated a drone certification program. They managed the Hometown Hero Flag Program, which raised 28 flags to date. And we thank Tilcon for their donations to make that happen. They participate in Pride Sport to over a dozen community events throughout the year, and they celebrated the retirement of 2 police officers and promotion of 5 police officers, and we hired 5 new officers that just recently completed the academy. From our next category of first responders, our water utility. They pumped over 600 million gallons of water this year. They rehabilitated low flow pumps 1 and 2. They rehabilitated Old Middletown Road and Erie Booster Station. Well 10 went into service. They replaced isolation valves in North Lakeshore, new controls installed in well 7, improvements in well 8. They upgraded the SCADA control system and added controls for all 6 sewer lift locations. And they put new hydro evacuation sewer jetting truck into service. Again, first responders, the Department of Public Works participated in the following major projects: Tullamore Park renovation, Everett Lake improvement, new water operations building, McVeigh Recycling Center improvements, multiple pipeline rehabilitations, resurfaced more than 4.5 miles of roadway in Rockaway Township, installed 3 new catch basins, and repaired and rebuilt over 120 of them. They inspected and cleaned over 300 catch basins. They swept and cleaned 2,000 miles of roadway and supported multiple community events. So needless to say, they're busy. In our engineering and planning and construction department, almost 250 zoning permits were issued. 19 applications were submitted to the Board of Adjustments, 12 applications to the Planning Board. These are all increases from the prior year. Almost 3,000 UCC applications were filed. They oversaw the construction of the new municipal water building, utility building. And for those of you who live in White Meadow Lake by the A field, if you've seen it, it's a beautiful building. It's a nice addition to the community. They replaced the footbridge at Egbert's Lake, and then the Richard Mine Road improvements. They've received a grant to make improvements to Midway Road and Circle Drive, a grant to improve water quality, and they completed their open space recreation plan. They also helped to preserve a 120-acre Heller tract piece of property. And Neil, you're familiar with that property on Green Pond Road. We were able to work and make sure that got protected. They helped the RTPD manage the safety concerns created by the sinkholes. Yes, I said it, sinkholes. They successfully settled the 4th round of affordable housing obligations. In our Department of Health, Division of Health, they generated almost $200,000 in shared services revenue, obtained and managed over $1 million in grant funding. They expanded, and I'm very proud of this, the Mayor's Wellness Campaign to include several new programs to help with physical, financial, and mental health for our residents. And that's really being driven by Brittany Bernstein, our community outreach coordinator. They offered numerous screenings and clinics and health programs, including a skin cancer screening, a flu clinic, 2 rabies clinics, healthy bones and chair yoga, several financial seminars, a de-stress December program. There's several more, but that's just to name a few. So we've really stepped up through Brittany and offered a lot of services to help our residents. In Parks and Recreation, we received and managed a grant for over $125,000 for a Ford Face House improvements. We participated in a renovation at Tullamore Park. The other thing was the naming and rehabilitation of the Art Everett Scout Cabin in Mount Hope Pond. They oversaw the summer recreation program, which this year had over 400 campers. So that's a nice thing. We issued over 1,300 member pond badges and almost 1,000 guest badges at Mount Hope Pond. So it was widely used this year. Again, they offer numerous exercise programs for seniors. They made over 6,500 dial-a-ride trips. Worked with every recreation program as it relates to field maintenance and scheduling. So this year we had several new, I think 6 new community events. So I'd like to talk about some of them that are event coordinator Shannon coordinated. So we had a family scavenger hunt at the Rockaway Town Square More was a new event. And that was a lot of families participating. That was a really nice event. Emily Coleman Senior Prom we hosted. That was Emily's idea that we executed on, and it was attended very well. Everybody was in their dresses. I think I wore a tuxedo and all. It was very nice. We stepped up our game with the schools and the monthly military child and some events we did there. We always do the Easter festival. We had an Earth Day event at KDM. For those of you who don't know, we worked with the Board of Ed and had students come out and help plant trees out on the other side, I think where the old Girl Scout camp used to be. It was a really nice event. So that was something new we did this year. We kept doing the National Day of Prayer. We had our Memorial Day Parade, Rockaway Township Day, our 9/11 Memorial, our senior picnic, the Dark Lake Spooktacular. We also had a senior Halloween party. That was something that we did this year. We worked a lot with the veterans on Veterans Day, our tree lighting, menorah lighting. In 2026, we have several other new events planned. We're really going to expand Rockaway Day and offer different things there. But we're also going to be celebrating the 250th anniversary of our country. Along with that, Shannon was able to secure, for those of you who have ever seen it, the moving Vietnam War Memorial is going to be in Rockaway Township on the 4th of July weekend. So it's going to be a really cool thing. We're really excited about that. And I think it's going to be great for our community. From a personnel perspective, we hired 38 new team members. We had 9 retirements. And I want to indicate too that both our acting clerk and our deputy clerk completed all their training classes. Are going to be sitting for their exam in April. So we're excited about that opportunity. So before I get into the finance piece of it, why do I say all those things? Like, why do I want to highlight all the things we're doing? So 22% of your tax bill roughly goes to fund our municipal budget. So that 22% is what's driving all the things that we're doing, all the things I just talked about, and all the events we're doing. So I think it's money well spent. So from a finance area, we renegotiated the rate with our merchant card processors, resulting over $10,000 in annual savings. Stephen Tartaglia passed the state administered CMFO exam. From our tax assessor's office, county appeals are at all-time low with only 14 appeals filed. And we provided, and I'm proud of this, property tax relief to 15 disabled veterans. While the values of our homes in Rockaway continue to increase, the budget that was presented and approved by this council, the previous council, actually resulted in a reduction of the municipal tax rate. And what that means is your municipal portion of your tax bill for the average taxpayer did not go up this past year, even with all the new things you got. And we're going to continue to try and do that with this new council. So I really did want to highlight some of these things. And I wanted to thank people specifically like Jack and Manny, who have served in this community for so long and have given up, time with their families to be here and do these things and participate in events. And people like Jonathan and his family who just come out here and are always here to support the community. He doesn't miss many events in the township. And I know you're saying you're in a leadership role again. You've always been in a leadership role on this council since you've been on the council, and we appreciate that. And I look forward to working with everybody on the council. So have a good night.
We'll take a quick 5-minute break should anybody wish to escape. Okay. Item number 15, the mayor's appointments. Although this does not require a vote of the council, I'd like to read them off nonetheless. Clean Communities Coordinator, 1-year term ending 12/31/2026, Cara Salino. Recycling Coordinator, 1-year term ending 12/31/2026, Al Knopf. Community Development Revenue Sharing Committee, 1-year term ending 12/31/2026, regular member, Peter Tabbitt, alternate member, Allison Ferrante. Planning Board, Class 4 member, 4-year term ending 12/31/2029, Jack Elko. Class 4 member, 4-year term ending 12/31/2029, Jennifer Myers. Alternate, 1-year term ending 12/31/2026, Steve Cafone. Alternate, 2-year term ending 12/31/2027, Mary Noon. Municipal Alliance Committee, 1-year term ending 12/31/2026, Brenda Budd and Susan Gabe. Emergency Management, 2-year term expiring 12/31/2027, Coordinator Chief Robert Scher. First Deputy Captain Michael Datchison. Second Deputy Bert Parks. Library Board of Trustees, 5-year term expiring 12/31/2028, Ray Furman and Joanne Claps.
Make a motion
Go ahead.
to approve the mayor's appointments.
It does not require a motion.
Sorry. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Item 16, Council President appointments. We are going to put this off until the next meeting. Item number 17, appointments, R2602, mayor's appointments with advice and consent of the Township Council. Can I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Can we have a discussion on that?
On a resolution,
Yes.
Mr. Yatrafano, is it appropriate to have a discussion on a resolution?
It's appropriate if the motion is seconded and voted on by the council.
If I may, I don't know if there's actually a statute that requires a motion, Mr. Yatrafano. I think it's just a request from a sitting member on the council, discussion about a particular motion, in this case, 26-02.
Can you just please make a motion to open it for discussion?
If it's required, yes. But in this case, I'll make a motion to open for discussion R-2602.
Do we have a second? The motion does not have a second. R2602, mayor's appointments with advice and consent of the Township Council. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
I'll make the second.
Council President, if I may be recognized.
Yes.
On this particular motion, the reason why I asked for a discussion, that there are appointments on this resolution that I would not support.
Let me just, I
Okay.
appreciate it, but let me just stop you. We did open it for discussion and that motion did not get a second. So we're gonna go
And I
right
appreciate that, Mr. Morrison, but it's not a requirement to make a motion to open for discussion of a resolution.
Okay.
I just want to make that for the record as well.
Understood.
Great, thank you.
Clerk, please proceed with the roll.
Councilmember Salberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Vojtovich,
Yes.
Councilmember Freelander,
Yes.
Councilmember Royak,
Yes.
Councilmember Frede,
Yes.
Councilmember Quinn,
Yes.
Councilmember Kelly,
Abstain.
Councilmember Sackett,
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison.
Yes. That is 8 yeses, 1 abstention. Motion passes. R2603, Township Council appointments. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilmember Salberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Vojtovich,
Yes.
Councilmember Freelander,
Yes.
Councilmember Royak,
Yes.
Councilmember Frede,
Yes.
Councilmember Quinn,
Yes.
Councilmember Kelly,
Yes.
Councilmember Sackett,
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison.
Yes, that's 9 yeses. Motion carries. Approval of the minutes from the December 9th, 2025 Township Council regular meeting. Can I have a motion?
So moved. I'll
Second.
second that.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilmember Salberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Vojtovich,
Yes.
Councilmember Freelander,
Yes.
Councilmember Royak,
Abstain since I wasn't here.
Councilmember Frede,
Abstain.
Councilmember Quinn,
Yes.
Councilmember Kelly,
Abstain.
Councilmember Sackett,
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison.
Yes, 6 yeses, 3 abstentions, motion passes. Consent agenda. Before I read off the consent agenda, I'd like to make a motion to pull R 2633 and R 2635 for a separate vote. Can I have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilmember Freelander.
Yep.
Councilmember Sackett,
Yes.
Councilmember Quinn,
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison,
Yes.
Councilmember Frede,
Yes.
Councilwoman Royak,
Yes.
Councilmember Salberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Vojtovich,
Yes.
Councilmember Kelly.
Yes.
That is 9 yeses, motion passes. Clerk, just for the future votes, if we can go to the other order with Councilman Sackett and then myself at the end.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Morrison, if I may be recognized.
Yes.
I also would like to have R 26-17 removed for discussion in a separate vote.
Just 17?
Yeah, you already, I had actually 17, 33, and 35, but you addressed the two last ones.
Is there a second?
Second.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilmember Salberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Vojtovich,
Yes.
Councilmember Freelander,
Yes.
Councilmember Royak,
Yes.
Councilmember Frede,
Yes.
Councilmember Quinn,
Yes.
Councilmember Kelly,
Yes.
Councilmember Sackett,
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison.
Yes, it's 9 yeses, motion passes. Okay, consent agenda items R 2601, R 2604 through and including R 2616, R 2618 through and including R 2632 and R 2634. Can I have a motion?
So
Second.
move.
That's second.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilmember Salberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Vojtovich,
Yes.
Councilmember Freelander,
Yes.
Councilmember Royak,
Yes.
Councilmember Frede,
Yes.
Councilmember Quinn,
Yes.
Councilmember Kelly,
Yes.
Councilmember Sackett,
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison.
Yes, it's 9 yeses, motion passes. Okay, opening up discussion on R 2617. Councilman Kelly?
Yes, first, Council President, thank you for recognizing me. We have what the acting municipal clerk needs to follow or follows is a clerk desk reference. And I just want to make a note to the record on section chapter 3, subsection 2C of agendas, and it would be line item 4. If any discussion is requested on a consent agenda item, it is removed from the consent agenda to the regular agenda. So again, it's not a requirement to make a motion and have a second of a motion to remove something to have discussion and for a separate vote. I just want to put that for the record. And this is what the clerks follow. And it's also something you can easily get online in the state of New Jersey. What we have on this resolution 26-17, we had a I'm trying to find it here. Oh, I'm sorry. Yachafano and Perone Esquire per attorney for a contract not to exceed $500,000. Since some of these individuals that are on here that we're going to vote on this resolution, there are some that I don't support. So I would remove, I would ask to remove the Yachafano and Perone for a separate vote and then do a vote for all of the others in one sweep on that resolution.
Understood. You're making the motion. I just want to call out. Local Government Ethics Law, NJSA 40A 9225D, no local government official shall act in his official capacity in any matter where he, a member of his immediate family, or a business organization in which he has an interest, has a direct or indirect financial or personal involvement that might reasonably be expected to impair his objectivity or independence from judgment. There is a clear conflict of interest with yourself and the Yachafano and Perone. If you decide to vote, you're going to create circumstances requiring me as council president to forward a complaint to the state local finance board, which has jurisdiction over ethical violations committed by public officials. Additionally, if you vote on this appointment or any business relative to Yachafano and Perone, you're potentially creating a situation which could be prejudicial to the entire council. That being said, do you wish to continue with your motion?
I do, and I also want to respond to what you said, and I appreciate that. Which I don't think, Mr. Morrison, you were aware of, but under PAS 1922-18, Mr. Yachafano, through his client, actually addressed that issue in a filing. Unfortunately for Mr. Yachafano, that filing was dismissed with prejudice and could not be refiled again. However, Mr. Yachafano, under docket number MRSL 378-19, filed something similar through another client, specifically of a motion addressing conflict with Mr. Kelly in voting on his contract with anything that's there. So again, I don't believe that you have any knowledge of this, but on July 12th, Honorable Judge Minkowitz in the Superior Court actually reviewed that specific motion, which is on page 8 of the 20-page decision addressing that particular matter. And I was not in conflict, and I can participate in a vote. Mr. Yachafano is aware of that. Mr. Yachafano fought that. Mr. Yachafano lost that. So here we are again getting false information from our town attorney through our council president when Mr. Yachafano didn't follow a 20-day for the judge to actually review and reconsider. Mr. Yachafano did not file an appeal within 40 days of that. So that stands as it states today. However, Mr. Yachafano was found in conflict. So I am not in conflict with Mr. Yachafano participating in any vote dealing with his contract or appointment. However, he is in contract dealing with anything with me. So therefore, I'm going to continue based on the decision by Honorable Judge Minkowitz in his order dated July 12th of 2019. And it is accessible, and I can give it to you if you wish.
It's okay. Mr. Yachafano did recuse himself from any proceedings relative to you that occurred before you became on the council. I would urge you to do the same. Understood. My statement is on the record. Should there be any vote, I will be filing a complaint with the ethics board.
And I will inform you, though, if you do a frivolous complaint against me, I will file the same against you.
Okay.
So you can do as you wish, but I would guide you accordingly to review that order by Judge Minkowitz.
Okay. Mr. Yachafano.
Had I understood most of what Mr. Kelly was saying, including the veiled references to some prior proceedings, I would have a more detailed comment. However, I would say to the council, if that address by Mr. Kelly indicated nothing else, you all have eyes and ears and brains. It indicated an absolute prejudice to me, my partner Carl Perone, and my firm, which is exactly what I submit respectfully the council president was trying to address and caution Mr. Kelly about. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Moving forward, resolution R2617. I make a motion for R2617. Can I have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please take the roll.
I'm sorry, but we did not address removing Mr. Yachafano for a separate vote, which I will participate in.
Make the motion.
Just to have approve all of the professionals that are on R2617 for one vote, and then have a separate vote for Yachafano and Perone for a second vote.
Council President, you already had a motion and second.
Yes, and I don't believe it would create a conflict as it would not have its own resolution number, correct?
No.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we are
No problem.
Well, no problem to continue with the resolution as a whole.
You're not going to separate it? I can't vote on Mr. Yatrofano's. Even if we wanted to address the conflict,
Yep.
you're still making me vote on something and voting a negative against the other professionals
Understood.
that I would support. And because of your lack of willingness to separate the vote
Mhm.
of the others and the one, you are compromising my vote for the people that I represent in my sixth ward.
Yes.
So that's kind of difficult. And
I-
there's no harm in doing it.
I understand what you're saying, but gentlemen, I can't set the precedent to start divvying up resolutions in the future. I understand where you're coming from, but the resolution should and will be voted on as a whole. Your objection is noted.
I just got this is open to discussion on Mr. Alfano, right? So I got a question I assume you want to vote on him separately because maybe you don't want to support him for the appointment, correct?
Well, Mr. Wojtowicz, I'm not supporting one, the threshold of $500,000 in billing for legal.
Okay.
Two, I don't support Mr. Yatrofano as a potential town attorney in Rockaway Township. And what we're doing is we're putting a contract before we even approve the actual vendor or professional. We're doing it backwards. We're putting the cart in front of the horse. We should be voting on resolution 33 and 35, appointing them or not appointing them. And then we would then make a motion to approve or not approve the contracts. We're approving a contract before we even approve the vendor.
Understood.
Is
But
there
if
anything-
30,
is there
I mean, we're
anything
doing
you
it
could-
backwards.
Is there
and it's-
anything you could point to disqualify Mr. Alfano to be an attorney for the township? He's been here for over a decade, I believe, correct? Is that fairly accurate? I've participated in meetings and there's nothing that I could tell that he somehow pushed litigation. So he's going to, get extra money or anything like that. Every single time he gave advice to his council, to the mayor, to the administration, was making sure that the taxpayers' money is spent well. His, I think, win record is in the 90s, 98% percentile. I mean, that's extraordinary, I think. I mean, unless you could point to something specific to disqualify him from him being an attorney for this township, I don't see any reason to vote on it separately. And I would vote against a motion like that.
Well, I appreciate your efforts there, and I'm not sure if you're accurately prepared about the 90% as far as success
Actually,
rate.
I apologize for interrupting. I'm going to put a stop to this. And we're
Yeah,
going to
but
vote on the
I
motion.
will look at it though.
Discussions understood.
Just one section. To address. Hold on. I mean, I have the floor, and I don't want to.
And I'm rescinding your
answer
time.
it.
I'm rescinding your time.
But Mr. Yatrofano gave advice where we actually were found guilty recently of
Mr. Kelly.
retaliating against a
Mr.
police
Kelly.
officer.
I'm rescinding your time.
That to me in its own is horrible to go against our PBA 287.
Council President, some comments for the good of the council, especially since we have two new council members who were entitled to the respect of some explanation about what's going on. The resolution that Mr. Kelly has moved to extract from the consent agenda is what we commonly call the professional services resolution. The professional services resolution is a resolution that essentially enables our CFO to pay the various professionals who work for the township. And this is not just lawyers, engineers, auditors, every licensed professional that works for the township is on that resolution. Now, the members of the council need to be aware that this is a repetition of something that Mr. Kelly and his cohorts did. I think it was in 2018 when he was council president. The effect of removing a professional from the professional services resolution is to make it impossible to pay that professional. Back in 2018 or 19, when the then unfortunate council majority who made Rockaway Township the laughing stock of New Jersey passed that resolution, it ultimately, and they also, of course, voted negatively on our appointment. The net effect was that we remained for 2 years as holdover appointees as township attorneys. They didn't try to challenge a professional services resolution inclusion the first time around, but they remembered the next year. When that was done, we worked as township attorneys without pay for approximately 6 months because it took that time to first attempt to resolve this dilemma peacefully and cooperatively with Mr. Kelly's council majority, which was a wasted effort. And ultimately, the township taxpayers were forced to pay for a lawsuit to take them to court, whereupon in June of that year, Judge Minkowitz ruled that if you are the township attorney, you are paid, and ordered our inclusion in the professional services resolution. Now, before we start out, and it's unfortunate that we have to start out our reorganizational meeting with such confusion. And as some of you know from your past experience, this confusion could cause chaos and cause the council to make mistakes, which is, of course, one purpose of this application to begin with. The application, the motion pending, is a motion to extract the professional services resolution for individual discussion. The council, I'm telling you, should vote on that motion, okay? If the motion passes, the professional services, that portion of the professional services resolution will be up for individual vote. But I've told you what the purpose of that is, but I suggested to avoid procedural defects, the council permit the extraction of the professional services resolution from the consent agenda and vote on it, okay? We will come to another resolution which has been requested to be extracted from the consent agenda as a whole. That should be handled in the same way. The council should decide by motion whether they want to extract it, okay? And if so, we can consider that, but let's consider one thing at a time so we all don't get led astray and we wind up having a closer personal relationship with Judge Minkowitz than we already have.
Okay, so
And Council President-
those, I'm sorry, you're not
That's okay.
recognized. That resolution R 2617, 33 and 35 have all been pulled for a separate vote. And just to clarify, you are recommending that this resolution be voted on as a whole, or we allow the motion to split up the resolution?
What harm is it splitting it up?
Hang on, please, Mr. Kelly.
Well, you should ask the right
That's the
question.
council's preference.
Okay,
As long as you allow discussion on all of them, it really doesn't matter.
okay. All right. So at this point, I am making the motion for R 2617 in its entirety. Do I have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilmember Salberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Vojtovich,
Yes.
Councilmember Freelander,
Yes.
Councilmember Royak,
Yes.
Councilmember Frede,
Yes.
Councilmember Quinn,
Yes.
Councilmember Kelly,
On Mr. Yachafano and Peron's portion, I vote no. The rest, yes.
Councilmember Sackett,
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison.
Yes, that's 8 yeses, 1 no. Motion carries.
I did not vote no on that motion.
You cannot vote on half of a resolution.
It's for the record, Mr. If you were to separate it, we would have had no problem and minimize discussion by
We
15
did not
minutes.
separate it. So
I didn't vote no in the motion. I voted no on Mr. Yachafano, and I voted
as
yes for
somebody
the
who
rest
has
of the
been on the
professionals.
council before, you should understand that that is not allowed. Moving on. R 2633, opening up for discussion.
I have a discussion be recognized.
Go ahead.
Have we received the pay for play from this attorney in the contract? And notice that in resolution 26-17 that you voted on, that individual's firm is not posted in here for a year of service as conflicts counsel. Do we have the pay to play under Title 19 as well as 40? Those are mandatory requirements.
I'm sorry, are we going back to 2617 or we're voting?
No, we're on
2632?
17 passed, we're on 33. Okay.
But the individual's not approved as far as a contract for service in Rockaway Township. And this is the 5th amendment to this agenda since Friday. If names taken off, it was on here originally, then it was taken off. It was on for 80,000. Now it's taken off for that. I would assume that the names that were taken off was because they did not meet or the required pay for play under 40A and Title 19. So how do we approve a conflicts counsel for the year of 2026 that handles matters that Mr. Yachafano is in conflict under the Administrative Code 2-63 without a contract? Mr. Yachafano.
Thank you, Council President. Clarification again for the council for your voting on this matter and on subsequent matters. This resolution concerns the employment of conflicts counsel, particularly concerning a matter in which I was prosecuting Mr. Kelly for a code violation in a municipal court. Recognizing my ethical obligations, when Mr. Kelly won the election and became a council member elect, I applied to the judge sitting in this particular municipal court to be able to recuse myself because my responsibility is to the council as a whole, as you know, okay? I felt it was an untenable position for me to be in as a matter of the ethics to control my profession. I made the application to the judge. The judge recognized that I was in conflict, and then it became necessary to appoint another lawyer to continue with the case. That's exactly with the prosecution of Mr. Kelly. So the attorney in question, Gregory Berenger, is employed by a large law firm in Morristown. We left the matter of obtaining and filing all necessary paperwork with the people who normally handle that stuff.
Council
And-
President, you can defer to Mr. Coward about the paperwork we
Yeah.
have for that. attorney.
Okay. Before you get to Mr. Coward, there's one more thing I'd like to point out. Now what you have is Mr. Kelly attempting to disqualify an attorney who was hired specifically to prosecute him. If that isn't a conflict in your official position as a member of this council, I don't know what is.
And that's why I read that statute before the ethics law. And again, this is a prime example. There is
What's the benefit?
there is a clear and apparent conflict of interest, and you understand that. Mr. Coward?
Mr. Behringer's firm did submit pay to play. There's a 10-day waiting period from when we receive pay to play paperwork before we can put it on for council award. He submitted it, I believe, on the 29th, on that Monday before New Year's, which is not meeting the 10-day requirement. And that's why it's not on the professional services resolution. It will be on in 2 weeks.
Appreciate that.
If I can respond just for real quick.
I'm sorry.
Very simple. I
No,
think it would
no.
be fair
Your
to
time
do
is
so.
rescinded. We are going to vote. We have gone over this enough. Making a motion for R 2633. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilmember Salberg.
Yes.
Councilmember Wojtovich.
Yes.
Councilmember Freelander.
Yes.
Councilmember Royak.
Yes.
Councilmember Frede.
Yes.
Councilmember Quinn.
Yes.
Councilmember Kelly.
No.
Councilmember Sackett.
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison.
Yes, it's 8 yeses, 1 no. Motion passes. Opening up R 2635 to discussion, Mr. Kelly, I would caution you on making the same argument as, again, there's a clear conflict of interest. Is there any discussion on R 2635?
Yes. I haven't got an answer in regards to Ms. Yetrafano and Perone, even though they're on this list. Have these attorneys provided what's required under 40A and also Title 19 for pay to play?
Mr. Coward, is all the paperwork in order?
For Yachafano and Perone, yes.
Thank you.
When was that submitted, Mr. Coward?
Before the 26th,
It was
Of-
submitted in the appropriate time frame.
before the 26th of
Mr.
December.
Coward, is everything in order as far as that's required?
Yes.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion for R 2635. Can I have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilmember Salberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Voitovich.
Yes.
Councilmember Freelander,
Yes.
Councilmember Royak,
Abstain.
Councilmember Frede,
Abstain.
Councilmember Quinn,
Yes.
Councilmember Kelly,
No.
Council Vice President Sackett,
No.
Council President Morrison.
Yes. It's 5 yeses, 2 abstentions, 2 noes. Motion carries. Okay, before opening the public portion of this meeting, I want to remind everybody of the rules that apply to anyone who wants to address the council. Any member of the public wishing to address the council will have 3 minutes to do so. While an extension of time may be requested, it should not be assumed that an extension of time will be granted. While addressing the council, members of the public may not address or question any individual council member. If anyone addressing the council violates these rules or conducts themselves inappropriately, their speaking opportunity will be terminated and they will be instructed to return to their seat. A refusal to comply will result in removal from the room. Members of the public in attendance may not make comments from the audience without recognition by the chair. Persons doing so will be subject to removal from the room. As council president, I have tremendous respect for my fellow council members and the public who take the time and effort to attend council meetings. These rules are necessary to protect and respect, but also to permit the council to do its business in an orderly and professional manner. Michael Ilardi.
Good evening, everybody. Michael Ilardi, 19 North Brookside Drive. I'd like to welcome everyone and congratulate you on your election. This might be a little late, but I hope everyone can work together no matter who presents the idea or question. I hope we can continue the progress this council has made over the last few years, being respectful and putting the town first. During the reports, I'd like to know what the discussion would have been about regarding the mayor's appointments. That wasn't allowed for discussion. Maybe during reports, the comments could be made so the people in the audience could be aware of what the questions might have been. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody from the public who did not fill out the sheet that wishes to speak? Okay. Rabbi, thank you for your patience. At this point, I'd like to call you up for the benediction.
Thank you. Life is full of challenges. That is not new. However, by divine providence, our beloved United States of America, indeed a nation of great divine benevolence and justice, has an official and only one official motto: in God we trust. And you will find that motto on all of our coinage, paper currency, and beyond. This foundational principle is a cornerstone of American life and daily life. The tenet that impacts our lives so greatly is a guiding principle that will never let us down, regardless of a challenge or something that seems insurmountable. Trust is different than faith. Unlike faith, trust can only be developed in a time of significant challenge. Trust is when you fully give over the matter at hand to the one that you trust, the one above, with full peace of mind and absolutely no worries, just luminous action. So a difficult circumstance is actually a key opportunity in developing a trust and inner bond, which we may have never experienced before. So when we face a dilemma, we can always pull out guidance and inspiration, even from our wallet, literally. God Almighty, our Father in heaven, in summation, we trust and know that we are endowed with the power to bring light to this world, and that is why we're here. And as we passionately pursue our critical mission, remember the biblical verse which states, Even a little light dispels a lot of darkness and without any resistance. Almighty God, you have instructed us vigorously to pursue real solutions to obstacles and challenges and have promised that good and light will always prevail. We also realize that our efforts are only channels through which we funnel your blessings. Solutions comes through our endeavors, not from them. This is why we never worship our efforts and accomplishments. We just humbly recognize them for what they are, conduits for your blessings. May you, our Heavenly Father, bless and guide our elected officials, administrators, and staff of our remarkable township with the wisdom and insight to lead, inspire, and guide all of our residents so that we can dedicate ourselves wholly and as an integrated entity to enhancing life in our township through fulfilling our civic and godly duties, whether it be embracing a neighbor unconditionally, never passing judgment on another, giving charity daily, as aforementioned, and taking personal responsibility for the people in need, whatever the needs may be, financial, emotional, spiritual, etc. And through working together as one united entity, we will fulfill the divine design with which you created us all. God Almighty, bless this sacred assembly. May God bless Rockaway Township. May God bless the United States of America. I wish you all a happy and productive new year. Thank you for listening. Good night. And with God's help, a year filled with light and productivity. Thank you.
Amen. Rabbi, thank you for your consistent support of the community and all you do. Thank you. Okay, we are going to move on to reports. I would like to make sure the council and administration understands there is a 3-minute time limit on reports. Should you approach the 3 minutes, I will let you know. We will start with Councilman Quinn.
Thank you. I want to wish everybody a happy new year, God blessings and health for everybody. Other than that, I'm looking forward to our next meeting where committees are assigned, and that is the end of my report. Howard.
Councilman Friedlander.
Thank you, Council President. Well, this is going to be the first time I'm not doing any committee reports, but you'll hear from me next meeting. This is the time to thank people. It's the beginning of the year, and a lot of times I don't thank her as much as I should, but I want to thank my wife, Lynn, and my family for allowing me to continue my mission in this town to help everybody. I want to thank the people of the Fifth Ward that trusted me for another term. It's been a long ride. I just want to say, when I started in government for the town, and I was active in other projects, but I was the youngest on the council at the time.
You still are.
And now I'm the oldest. Honestly, I'm the oldest. And I still have some work to do with these great people up here. And this year is going to be better than the last one. And I'm telling you, I'm guaranteeing it. And thank you for all your support from the council, the administration, and don't forget the people that work in this town, because without them, we can't do a thing. Thank you.
I'd just like to point out that between Councilman Quinn and Councilman Friedlander, apologies, but I think we have almost 50 years of service to the town.
Sure.
45 by Mr. Quinn and 5 by you.
You can be replaced.
I know. I just think it's very noteworthy, and it's a significant portion of your life, and we appreciate your time.
Thank
you. Councilman Selberg.
Thank you. I do have a commissioner's report since it did fall in 2025. I mentioned this a few meetings ago when it was introduced, but it was voted on and approved resolution 2025-1073 that the County of Morris hereby awards a grant not to exceed $62,880 from the Morris County Open Space, Recreation, Farmland, and Historic Preservation Trust Fund to the Township of Rockaway for design of the project entitled Egbert Lake Greenway Phase 1. So again, knew it was, hopefully it was coming. It was passed, so we will see just wonderful improvements to Egbert's Lake, really beautiful feature of the township. If you have not gone up there, it really is a true gem. It's really all I have on the commission. January 2nd was their reorg meeting, but I just want to welcome our new council members. I've been on the council now for just about 6 years, going on 7. And one thing I'll always say over the last few years, I always welcome differing views. I always look for a healthy discussion, but always with professionalism, respect, and ultimately for the good of the Township of Rockaway and no other reason. And again, I look forward to doing that again in 2026. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Kelly?
Thank you, Council President. First and foremost, I wanted to thank 3 most important women in my life, my mother, my wife, and my daughter, for their support during this election, as well as those in my ward that supported me as well. Attended the reorg for the fire department. Congratulations to all those that were put in their positions of officials. They do an amazing job. I also wanted to thank Mr. Knopf and the DPW for all of the hard work that you did with the snow removal since I think our first storm might have been December 14th, leading out to where we're at right now. And you and the county collectively do an unbelievable job all the time. So thank you for that. One thing, Chief Shear, I'd like to address. I know it's beginning of my seat here now. On Torden and Whippoorwill, leading into the intersection of Lake Telemark Road, there's no stop signs there. And the biggest problem that we have are like Amazon Prime, FedEx, UPS, DoorDash. Now, since COVID and during COVID and after COVID, a lot of people are working at home and they utilize these services. They don't know the community very well. And on the intersection of Whippoorwill and Telemark is a playground and a bus stop that's there. And I was just recently working on Torden the last several weeks, and they just blow right through that section that's there. So maybe if we can address that, put together an ordinance that we can actually then enforce any enforcement for blowing through a stop sign in those sections, that would be wonderful. DPW and Mrs. Ferrante, Van Dyne Road, Green Pond. Up in the northern end, we don't have really many amenities. We rely on recycling and plowing. And Van Dyne Road, that's been there forever in the community, and Green Pond Corp has always been plowed. And the last 2 different times, the residents there, which aren't many, but one does have a medical condition. Another one is in their 90s. And the road have not been plowed, where they contact the police department to get plows up there to plow them out. So if we are choosing not to do that anymore, I think a notice should be to those residents as well as the corporation, explaining why, if that's the case, or if they can get back on that route scheduling to have their drive plowed. It's right off of Johnson. It's the first road on the right where they're doing that massive construction over there. And many people use that going forward. Mayor Jackson, moving memorial with Vietnam, you know how I feel with all that stuff. And that's a great thing. I appreciate your address as well. That was there really from the heart. And I think it will take this council and the administration moving forward to some positive levels that are there. And I'll leave it at that. So everybody, thank you.
Councilman Witovich?
I'd just like to congratulate all the newly sworn in council members, and I'm hoping for a productive 2026.
Councilwoman Frady?
Hello, I'd like to thank my family who left early, but that's okay. I also like to thank my good friends who stuck around. Thank you so much for your support. I'd like to thank the people of Ward 3 for having faith in me, and I promise I will work very hard to be worthy of that trust. And I look forward to working with all of you to make our little corner of the world a little bit cleaner.
Councilwoman Roya?
Yeah, I would like to thank the people of Ward 1 who voted for me and supported me. It's greatly appreciated. I'm humbled and honored that they voted for me. I just want to do right by them. I also want to thank my family and my friends who helped me.
Your dad's watching.
And my dad, thank you.
Yep, your dad's watching.
Just that my daughters aren't here, but thank you. Sorry.
Follow that, Councilman Sackett.
I'll try.
I'm half Italian.
Yeah, I think the comment of the night was from the town attorney that thought I had 3 daughters. So it is my wife's birthday tomorrow, so she did
Nice.
leave. So I want to wish her happy birthday. And my son is currently in Israel, so I'm just couldn't make it tonight. So sending some love and support to my son, who's over there on a little bit of a trip with a bunch of people, and I know he wanted to be here. And my dad looking above.
Yes.
He was here for the first time we got sworn in back in 2018. This is my 9th year, my 3rd term, and Ward 4. I appreciate all the residents. I think I know all of them by now, and looking forward for a great year. Thank you so much.
I just wanted to recognize our 2 new councilwomen and our 1 returning councilman, all good public servants, and expect everybody to bring a fresh new viewpoint to this council. And I'm really looking forward to things that we can do. Mr. Yachafano?
Thank you, Council President. My best to everybody on the council. As I think I start my 24th year or somewhere in there in Morris Township. Yeah, you see what happens when you get old? Rockaway Township. I appreciate your consideration of the issues tonight in regards to our appointment of professional service resolution. Manny, thank you. Jonathan, best no vote I ever got.
Mr. Mayor?
Thank you, Council President. It's excited to work with this council. As Councilman Kelly said, I think we have a lot of potential, and I think we're going to do a lot of great things together, and I'm looking forward to it. I wanted to just bring up a couple things. Our own Brittany Bernstein, I mentioned her earlier, local health outreach coordinator, energized Rockaway Township with 20 new wellness programs. Her mayor's walking challenge drew over 100 residents, and her Rockaway Connect newsletter keeps the community inspired and engaged. So she was a runner-up for the campaign of health person. So she was recognized for that. I want to recognize that. Also, Detective Brock wanted to give an accommodation to Dan McDonald for his exceptional actions and professionalism during an incident involving a dog that fell through the ice in White Meadow Lake. For those who you don't know, Dan McDonald's our animal control officer. He's also a volunteer firefighter. From the moment he arrived on the scene, Dan demonstrated an impressive level of patience and expertise under stressful conditions. His steady demeanor helped ensure the situation was managed safely and efficiently, while his genuine care and compassion for the animal were evident throughout the entire response. Dan treated the situation with urgency while remaining thoughtful and composed, clearly prioritizing the well-being of the dog at every step. Thanks in large part to Dan's skill, attentiveness, and compassionate handling, the dog was safely transported to the animal hospital and ultimately made a full recovery. His actions reflect not only technical competence, but also deep empathy and dedication that goes well beyond what is required. Dan is a true asset to Rockaway Township, and I thought it was important to recognize his efforts and character.
Isn't Dan the longest employee in Rockaway? I mean, I'm being serious too.
No, I think he is.
Yeah.
And I noticed Detective Brock didn't say how Dan was doing after the incident. I'm hoping he's okay, right? The dog was good. I don't know how Dan is.
He's the
he
animal
lost 2
whisperer, that's for
toes,
sure.
yeah. So, Dan's, his compassion for animals and for the community, said a local volunteer firefighter is second to none. So, then we got a letter from the Rockaway Food Closet. Thank you for your recent donation to the Rockaway Food Closet. We appreciate being the recipient of a generous gift. We have seen increase in people turning to the food closet for help in the past year is because of the increase in food prices we see at the grocery store. Many families who were just making it simply can't just anymore. They need the assistance of the food closet provides. Thank you again for your support. And then I wanted to point out that January is Human Trafficking Prevention Month, and it's important to know. And in the next couple of days, as 2026 comes about, the FIFA World Cup is coming to, northern New Jersey. There's 8 Super Bowls. in Northern New Jersey with 8 matches, including the final held in MetLife Stadium, 6 matches at the Lynx Stadium in Philadelphia. So 14 major sporting events over 39 days in the summer. And there's, definitely concern about the potential for human trafficking at these events. So if you see something, you should say something, and you can go. I'll put a link on the website to the page for human trafficking. It's called Safer New Jersey, SAFERNJ.org. And you can go to that website and get more information on this. So I want to note that, and that's all I have.
Thank you. Ms. Palmieri?
No report tonight, but I just want to wish everyone a happy new year, and I look forward to working with all of you in 2026.
Thank you. Ms. Ferrante?
Same for me, no report. Happy New Year and congratulations to the new members and the returning members. Look forward to working with you.
Mr. Tabbitt?
Thank you, Council President. Just to confirm, Dan is alive and well, and he continues to save the world one feather and paw at a time.
Excellent.
No report from me, but congratulations to our newly elected council members with whom I look forward to working, and Happy New Year to all.
Chief?
Thank you, Council President. Again, I would just like to welcome everybody here to the council and their service here for 2026. As well, I would just like to say that the Rockaway Township Police Department and the officers who serve are looking to serve this community with excellence. We also appreciate and recognize all of our partners, whether that's the council, the administration, all of our town employees, all of the departments that we have within the township, and all of our volunteers, including all of our volunteer firemen. We appreciate and recognize their importance to being successful here and keeping us Rockaway strong.
Mr. Heinzelman?
Thank you, Council President. No report for tonight. Welcome aboard to the new members of council and the returning council members. I look forward to working with you again. Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Coward?
Congratulations to the members of new members of the governing body, and Happy New Year.
Mr. Knopf?
Happy New Year to everyone. Congratulations to all the new members. And our salt bums are getting filled with salt. That's all I got.
There you go.
Mr. Dyer?
No report. Welcome, everybody. I think you're going to learn a lot about the township, and welcome aboard. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn by consensus. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Next meeting will be January 20th.